Well, good morning, stargazers, or good evening, wherever you are watching from today. What is today? The 19th of November, Wednesday, the 19th of November. And we're kind of in the eve of the new moon, a dark new moon. It's quite a pivotal moment. Astrologically, it's it's a strong one. It's been a strong one last month, this month, and it will be for December. So I've written some notes because we've got a lot to get through this morning. So it's the smallest micro new moon, and December's new moon closes the cycle that I've been talking about for the whole of 2025. So if you follow me, you'll be familiar with that. Nice cup of tea on a very wet, soggy Wednesday morning, actually. So, what does this mean for us? Well, for lots of people, it doesn't mean anything because nobody really takes any notice of it. But for you, if you're watching this, if you've managed to get onto my Soul Whispers YouTube channel, then it does mean something to you. And, this year has been a 9 year. It's a year of completion, but it's also a year of the empowered soul. You chose to be here in this time-space reality. Before you were even born, you chose to make sure you saw this moment in time. So let's talk about the weather, astrological weather and spiritual weather. Well, astrological, spiritual and physical really, but we'll put spiritual and astrological together. So on a physical level, it's playing out with loads of really quite extreme weathers as we've been watching on our local news and our global news. Stuff is shifting. The whole planet is shifting. We've even got AI Atlas showcasing what's going on, really. Acting as a bridge, I believe, between the sun and the earth in this really, really historical moment. You can't really get any clearer than that. But it kind of plays out, with the tornadoes and the extreme floods and weather that's just not normal weather for lots of places in the world. And for us, we just need to be vigilant also, because we're in Mercury retrograde. We also need to be vigilant with communication, and there's kind of electronic weather as well. So there might have been, I haven't really watched the news very much recently, but there might have been a few cyber attacks. I think there was one, wasn't there? Was it in November though? But there's lots of sort of computer glitches and cyber attacks and internet scams. Just be really careful. I actually donated some money to a really lovely cause this morning, and I faltered for a moment because I suddenly thought, is this going to be a scam? I don't think it was. And then I was thinking, well, if it is a scam, it's their learning, not mine. I've given to something that I feel quite passionate and strongly emoted to give to. And if it turns out to be a scam, then it's their lesson, isn't it? Not mine, really. I didn't give more than I could afford. Okay, so that's, more about... it's more about the physical side, but astrological, spiritual side, this is deep. We're doing a deep dive, peoples. We're deeply introspective. It's a very emotional, raw, sensitive. There's unseen stuff and clarity stuff all at the same time. So as we're working out what we can't see, there'll be like bing, and we'll just get it in an instant, or it comes in 2026 for us. The new moon is a long way away, and when that happens, we kind of get that feeling of complete darkness. We're dark in the moon and the sun is hidden, and it's like then there's the reveal with the sun coming in to illuminate, and then also the full moon later on. So So astrologically speaking, the moon is asking you to listen deeply. You know, it is, as I just said, it is a dark moon and a hidden sun, and there will be illumination. Now I'm going to have to refer to my other notes because I didn't get that far to write them all up. So, where do we get to? There was so much to write today, and I'm conscious of time. So we will have 6 planets. Oh, are we 5 now? Well, there was Neptune, Uranus, Saturn, Chiron, Mercury, and Jupiter. And there was also Scorpio was playing a big part in this as well. Stellium, Scorpio stellium, so really emotional, really spiritual. We've got Mercury going direct on the 29th, and I think we've got another one going direct, which is Jupiter. Not Jupiter. What have we got going direct on that side? It is I'll get to the dates in a minute. There's another one going direct though. I'm just trying to see where it is. Mercury on the 9th. Scorpio stellium. Can't see it now. It's always the same, isn't it? I should have put a ring round it. We'll come back to it. It might jump out at me in a minute. So, yeah, as I said, deeply introspective, you know, lunar influences. Pam Gregory says that she's got her birth charts that you can look at to see what houses stuff is in, because a lot of the houses with this, especially with this Scorpio and Mercury Kazemi at the moment, whatever houses they fall in will tell you what areas you need to concentrate on if you haven't worked it out for yourself already. It's a new kind of truth that's coming forward, one that you've probably had buried for quite a long time. So, you know, it's a deep dig in Scorpio to get the truth in many signs. This is going to be quite painful. As if we've had enough already, really. So really high energy, really high emotional energy. So make sure that you don't drag any of this old stuff into the new year. 9 is the year of completion. We will be ending cycles, massive cycles, and most of those cycles will close as of the December new moon, micro moon. So, you know, it's intense. I also looked at what Elizabeth Peru had to say, and that was really lovely, actually. Pam's is really lovely as well. Pam's is very global, but Elizabeth looks more at how to help yourself. And I believe that if each individual helps themselves, then that helps the global as well. So this is a rebirth moment. Micro new moon, furthest away. You know, we are looking at this introspective side of ourselves, but she talks about the 9-year being the year of the snake, and of course we're shedding the last parts of us. It's dismantling and dissolving all the things that don't serve us and we don't need to take into a 1 year, which is what 2026 will be. Yeah, so it's, you know, we're looking after and polishing up our higher self, and that will be shown in coming out of our head and into our heart. So it's really important. I did write that somewhere. Where did I write that? Yeah, let soul lead in focus. Personality / ego is part of our team, but it's led by our soul, you know, our empowered soul. So personality, head and heart, the role you play in this lifetime integrated with head and heart. So you've got to get out of your head and into your heart. So in life, move with considered consciousness, an impact of divine in the physical, so 5D living. And a lot of people are still 3D muggles. I'm sorry, but they are. And we're not going to change that. And it might not be that it's their lifetime, this time, to be changed. You know, they've all come here with a purpose, like you and I. But, you know, it's a dance of the soul. And some people just haven't got the rhythm yet. Yeah? But this is also about family, liberating, honouring soul light. So, you know, if you've got any family feuds or you in a real sticking point with family, I've got quite a lot of family stuff going on at the moment without divulging and oversharing. But, you know, it is exhausting sometimes. And sometimes you just give away too much of your energy at the wrong time when somebody's not ready for your high energy, your 5D energy, and you have to back off, and it doesn't feel right. But you have to look, be introspective, be deep, look at how you can support family members, friends, even yourself. You know, what's worked for you before and isn't working at the moment. You know, cosmic planets help us to know when to push and pull back, withdraw. And it is a new beginning in 2026. So the moon encourages you to listen deeply. This is what this is about. If you want to do any meditation, book yourself a bloody float tank or something, or just go to a swimming pool and just float in water and allow yourself to just think deeply. And if that scares the living daylights out of you, ask for support first. Ask for the divine, universe, whoever your source is. Ask them to hold you and support you and give you direction rather than hold you in the dark space. It's important to be held in dark space, dark night of the soul and all of that. And a lot of people are going through that at the moment. And if you've got friends that you know are going through that at the moment, back off and let them just sit in their soup. If you've ever watched the water analogy, you know, when you've got a cup of water and you fill it with dirt in liquid already and it looks all murky and horrible. And that's often portrayed as somebody with lots of dark emotion and depression and disease. And then you get something pure water that you tip in and you just keep filling up that cup until it overflows with all the debris. And eventually the water becomes clear again. So the more you put in positivity, gratitude, feeling love, open your heart a little bit, even if it's just to stroke a cat or a dog or watch a fluffy film on the television, do something that makes you go, ah, I love that. And sit in that for a little while, and that will push all of that detritus, that shedding, that descaling. It will just push it all out. Right, so, and another thing you can do moving into 2026, each morning when you wake up, just push your shoulders back, lift your chest and go, bing. Just let this go, bing. What do I mean by that? Just open your heart. Get out of this. Open this. Open this. If you need help to do it, find yourself a really friendly Reiki master or go to some gong bath or just do something that's going to help you open up a little bit. Go out. It's not nice weather to go and ground at the moment, is it? But you might be able to find somewhere that's got a dirt floor and it's over cover, looking out over something beautiful. Take your shoes off for 5 minutes or just wear leather soled shoes and you'll feel it anyway. So where did I get to? Yeah, open your shoulders, chin up, and take direction from soul. Pause. So the important dates that have happened over, because we're right in the middle now. We've had October, that was a super moon and a dark moon. We've got November, you know, really strong super moon and really strong dark moon. And then we go into December. So we had on the 4th of November, we had that wonderful meteor in Taurus, didn't we? Which was very grounding. In fact, I did have my grounding spray. Let me use that. I feel like we need to be grounded a little bit at the moment. Oh, smells like humbugs. Not humbugs, what were they called? Like a sweet clove. It's got cloves in it. Cinnamon. That's really nice. And then on the 5th, we had the full moon, didn't we? And that was a really strong full moon. So that was, again, about introspection. Can't even say it. And it was really bright, so it illuminated everything to let go. And then we had the 7th, which was like the mid-season. So that was halfway between equinox and solar solstice. So that's the balance. You know, what's working, what's not working. What is tipping you one way or the other? Do you feel balanced? Do you feel like you're on the wee, on the flow side, or do you feel like you're pushing porridge side? So that was on the 7th. And then the 9th and 10th, we had another meteor. No, we had Mercury retrograde. Mercury went into retrograde, and that's all to do with electricity. We are electricity. I mean, we had quite a bit going on. Yeah. It's all right now, but we all had quite a bit going on. Communication, so yeah, see what we can't read my own writing. That's great. Yeah, so this was coming from Elizabeth Peru, and she said that, you know, there's a box of secrets. And sometimes we just have to liberate that box of secrets. So see what's in mind. Yeah, dreams. Yeah, there's a lot going on, even with Mercury retrograde. Then on the 11th, what was that for? Oh, that's right, the 1111 gateway, wasn't it? So new beginnings, you know, left and right. So we've got left and right. We've got 2 arms, 2 legs, and they all make that 11, don't they? Do you know what I mean? 2 eyes. So moon and a move in tandem, walk into the new beginnings of 2026. And then on the 11th, 12th, we had Jupiter going retrograde, and which is a huge it's a huge energy. It's quite interesting actually, because it's a very abundant energy, but if you're in a wrong place, you can have a huge abundance of stuff you don't want. Nobody wants that, do they? And it's about honouring the integrity, and that's for 2 weeks. And it's the 6th planet to go retrograde. And then we have a Leo meteor shower, which will get us all fired up, and it really sort of sparks our solar plexus, and fire feeds our emotional core, really. And then the 19th and the 20th, which is where we're at now, so, you know, Scorpio stellium, Sun, Moon, Venus, Mercury, Lilith, all in Scorpio. You can't make this stuff up, which makes it very raw, very honest, very authentic selves. It's a step forward, soul leading in a human life. What do I say? We're all star seeds in a meat suit. So on the 20th, we've got a micro new moon, which we're now preparing for. So it's furthest all year round, turning inward, listen within, and, you know, be expressive, emotionally expressive, which can be messy sometimes. And then we've got the 20th and the 22nd, so we're halfway through Mercury retrograde. Yeah, action for 11 days. Communication ramps up. Yeah. What have I written there? Compassion. Yeah. So be compassionate if you can for the next 11 days. And then we've got Uranus, closest to Earth, on the 21st and 22nd. And it's a real change, a pivot moment. So that's kind of your invitation to go, chuck it in the fuck it bucket and let's move on with life. Don't take it with you. Change drums, find a new dance, and definitely find a nice big fuck it bucket. Get rid of it. Okay, so I think that's it for that now. Oh, hang on, no, 27th and 28th. So we've got Saturn ends, it's retrograde. 5 months we've been in Saturn retrograde. And we've dug deep. We've hit chalk, clay, probably a few water fissures. Yeah. So, you know, this is ancient. What we've dug up is ancient. It really is, you know, karmic patterns from lifetimes. But thank that process, that 5 months of digging so deep that you've lost your soul. But, you know, just allow yourself to say thank you for all the lessons that you've learned in that time. And then we've got the 29th, 30th, which is when Mercury goes direct. And then we move into December, don't we? So, you know, if stuff blows up more, it's so you're able to deal with it and deal with what you have missed. So, you know, you might be sitting there going, oh, I'm all right, I've done all my work. And then something really big, major, blows up and you're like, I haven't got the bandwidth to deal with this right now. I'm spent. I've given all my power to something or someone else. And now you're asking me to dig even deeper. You can do it. You can do it, but you can do it just step by step. So, yeah, and then obviously there is something called Pluto transit. You might have a look and see where that is in your chart if you're able to, because that could be quite enlightening, and it may be that, you know, you have to go through this. There was something else I thought I'd written down. I don't know if I can see it. That was the first bit. No, I think I've done it all. Yeah. So, we are living history, are we not? So just remember that we are letting soul lead us. We have to let soul lead us at the moment. We have to open our hearts and just step forward. I've got another bit of paper somewhere. I don't know if I have. No, I don't think I have. Because this is a major, major transformation. I can't stress that enough. You know, it's pretty big stuff. It's a soul adjustment again. And I know I've banged on about that all year. Have I not? So shall we see what our lovely cards... I'll just spray another little bit of... Don't breathe it in because I'll cough. That's the other thing. Whether I had a touch of new strain variant COVID, I don't know. But I've still got this awful tickly cough. I've been... I knew that do that. I've been steaming, drinking mullein and thyme tea, rubbing Vic, having Albus oil. Nothing's quite shifting it. I need to go back to Tesco's or somewhere and get some more turnips to see if I can shake it off with that. Right, what do we see? As we've got quite a lot of astrological activity at the moment with meteors, and we're in the middle of a trine, aren't we, and all the rest of it. Let's have a look and see what First Light Tarot gives us, shall we? Keep an eye on the time. I reckon I'm going to go over the the hour this time, because there's quite a lot to put forward for you guys. So let's have a look. I don't know what I'm doing here. I haven't really got a lot of space today, have I? Maybe do it like that. Can you see the cards all right? Yeah. Okay, so these are right way around. First Light Tarot. Who did these ones? I don't know actually. Oh, hang on, there it is. Dinah Roseberry. So we've got 24 majors, 22 insights, and 22 spread cards. What have I done here? I've got Ask About Face. Oh, that's weird. I separated them where I'd got them, Ask About Face. And that one's, there's two there that are just saying, pick us, pick us. 3 and 4, vibration, well-being. Oh, positive action. What did I just read out that we need to do? And awareness. Don't you have to be aware to be introspective? Thank you very much. I like those. Let's have a look and see what they say. So one was 3 and one was 4. 3 and 4. I don't know how you find out which, because there's majors, insights. Let's have a look. 3 and 4. Not those ones. 3 and 4 of a different one. 1. Oh. I know what I do need. I need my little doofer thing, don't I? So I can see. I can see it. Oh. I took my mum to have her eyes tested, and I was hinting to them that I want to book up for me to get tested, and they didn't really pick it up. so I'm going to have to go back and do it properly. Right, is it this one? Vibration, well-being. Here we go. I might just clean my glasses though, because they don't feel too clean at the moment. Should have done this beforehand, shouldn't I? It's because I have them on top of my head and then I go out in the rain and the rain then dries on my glasses and then I can't see through them. Right, so we'll do 3 first, shall we? Key aspect, positive action. So, triangle, aren't we in a trine? Clarity, concentration. I haven't got much of that at the moment. Learn to not scatter energy. Oh, wow. Those of you that know. Advice. There are a multitude of ways to rise for vibration, positive thought, loving the self and others, interacting with nature and good behaviour in all you do. And that's what this is all about as well, isn't it, really? Keep your vibrations high, and it's high energy at the moment, in any way you can and at all costs. Your soul's survival depends on this. There will be a time when only this will allow you to move away from negativity that is rapidly covering the world. That's quite profound, because we are, aren't we? I mean, we could easily be on 3 different timelines at the moment. Take your pick, but focus on the one you want. Seriously, focus on the one that you want. When your vibration is at the highest, it will be able to connect to the universe via your guides and eventually direct to source. This is the joy of living. Okay, so well-being, key aspect, awareness, down to earth, truthfulness, there's the clue, common sense and strength. We need all of those at the moment. And the truthfulness, this Scorpio truth is I want to say biblical, because it's, you know, it's ancestral as well. It's calling shit out. I know I'm swearing a bit today, but it kind of feels like it needs a bit of a punch. Right, so well-being combines the body, mind and spirit. It stems from the heart outward. What did we say? Lead with the heart. And invites well energy. from the heavens. If one is aware of the positive state of self, the person will be able to accept guidance and enlightenment from outside and self from the stars. I've had this conversation with somebody, and you just all you can do is just breathe out and let it out for them, really. The accomplishment is difficult one, because Earth's society laws and beliefs in both science and in original organized religions, the universe does not indicate own way. Jumped a line. The universe does not indicate that these beliefs are incorrect, because everyone is entitled to their awareness in their own way. But it is said that well-being does not arrive fully until everything that hinders your lessons is abandoned fully, so that new illumination has room to grow. If that hasn't, in a nutshell, described all the waffle that I've just done before we started doing this, there aren't any other words that could do the same thing, are there? Be aware of self and open the heart to accept wellness from the cosmos instead of a struggling earth. Oh, what a swear. Last month was pretty good. This makes me feel quite emotional, actually, because this is that last sentence. Be aware of self, so go within, and then open your heart, lead with your heart, to accept wellness from the cosmos, to let divine in, instead of a struggling earth, instead of staying in a 3D reality that just is like something out of a comic book at the moment, isn't it? Like that. That's a really strong start. So, what do you say to that, stargazers? Where are we next then? So that's universally, planetarily. Look at that. Do you fancy a bit of wisdom, or do you want to do... Do we need... We need wisdom, really, to enlighten us, don't we, to what Akashic records we need to leave in year 9. And then we'll look at destiny. And I wanted to look at water oracle, because we've got a lot of water at the moment, and there's quite a Neptune feel too. But this one is Wisdom of Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. So let's see what Colette's cards have to say about where we're at in this. I don't know if you saw that. We've been given our card. Serendipity. Oh, who loves a bit of serendipity? And what number is that? 18, that adds up to 9. Well, blow me away. Love my cards. It's a 9 card and it's saying serendipity. Yes. Christmas could be a very serendipitous time, couldn't it? So 18, serendipity. 16, 18, here we go. I knew this was going to be a good one this time. Okay, serendipity, essential meanings. This isn't really working, actually. It's causing a shadow. I think that's why I jumped the line. My eyes getting better? Perhaps it's because it's dark and I've got the light on. We'll go there. So essential meanings. Opportunity aligned with readiness. Opportunity aligned with readiness. What did I just say about this month and December? December's the closing. So that's where you need to be ready. So the awareness of synchronicity, luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols. Oh my God, I've had so many 111s. Even where I've clicked on something on social media and my contribution has given a 111. I love that. 444, that kind of thing. Symbols, a magical alignment of events. So being in the right place at the right time. So Oracle's message. There we go. Getting a tickle now. You've stepped into alignment with the greater good. Good. I'm glad we've done that. Where your dreams and your collective dream resonate in exquisite harmony. What are your dreams like at the moment? You could, if you don't have any dreams, you could ask. You could ask before you go to bed. Could I have some nice dreams tonight, please? And see what happens. And have a glass of water beside your bed. That often helps to bring them to surface. Now is the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could never have planned all by yourself. 2026 is going to be a good year for a few. I have that feeling. All by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now, as a higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the whole world. What did I say? Just you doing your work actually is a forerunner collectively. You don't have to have hundreds of people behind you, just do your thing. And if trillions of people do their thing, then that's changed the world. Truly. Doing the right thing, of course. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for those in the future. Your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected and smile, for Spirit loves you so very much. Yeah, you're never alone. Relationship message. Right, so what does this say? Because we have got a big karmic pull to family and stuff in this, with this new moon today and tomorrow, really. Spirit has a plan, and that plan is to place you in front of the right person at the right time. You have met or are about to meet someone vitally important to, I thought it was going to say virtually important. It was split. The word was split. Vitally important to your journey. Someone's spirit wants to bring in someone's spirit wants to bring into your life. Only divine forces can plan this meeting. Don't limit yourself. You know how sometimes you can be asked to go and do something and you go, oh, no, I can't be asked. Don't. If you've been asked to do something, see it through. Even if you're bored your pants off and you can't wait to get home, just see it through. Only divine forces can plan this meeting. It is out of your hands. Pay attention to the signs Spirit presents. Dum, dum, dum. It's going to be a good Christmas for somebody. Or several people. Right, so that was good. And that was, again, given to us. So I think I'm going to go, let's go karmic. I'm going to try and put that one back where that was to keep those cards there. Right. Could we have an Akashic record card for the new moon? And it's new moon in Scorpio, so it's water. Water element, lots of secrets, lots of hidden agendas. I think I'm going to have to pause because somebody's at the door. Parcels. Oh, I stopped it. That was a bit silly. I didn't pause it. Oh, I hope this is going to work. Right, so where are we? Akashic Records. How have I got that one upside down? Right. Oh, lordy. I think we're going to have to go with that. Got 4 cards. Some are upside down. This is no, this is tarot, so I need to leave them upside down. We could be here a while. 4 cards. Right, okay, so we've got 8 of Forces, the lightning bolt. Strike me now. 7 of Forces, balance. Well, we know what this is. Balance is mid-season. The waterfall. 6 of. They're going in 6 of. Oh, okay. So it's 7. Oh, there's one. There is one different one. Look at that. That's powerful, isn't it? 7 of Scrolls. What is that? That looks like, is that a mill? I don't know what that is. There's a man. Oh, he's putting scrolls into, is he burying them? I can't really see. It's about industry. Oh, I wonder. Is he burying stuff that is no longer serving us? Shall we ever find out? Right, so I think I'm going to do it from 7 of Scrolls across to 8. And actually they were all in the right way round. Did I turn them? I turned them to read them, didn't I? And now I've forgotten. Oh, dopey mare. Right, so 7 of Scrolls. Let's see what that says. Where's Scrolls? 7 of Scrolls. That was upright. Oh, that's tiny writing. Work on a Renaissance cathedral has just begun. At first, the building seems modest, but in time, its grandeur will reach several stories high and across the centuries. But now, piles of stone and rock dot the scene. A mason bends, focusing intently on a plum bob that hangs next to a partially built wall. This instrument helps him determine if the wall is straight and true. Oh, I know what, yeah, it's a weight with a piece of string on it, isn't it? At the very basic level, this card could indicate building or renovating a home or business. This card also shows that you've on your way to greatness, but requires attending to even the tiniest of particles. Be diligent in the specifics in your strategy and pay considerable attention to detail and follow through. While you may have long-term goal in mind, the small steps are what's important now. Even the most meaningful even the most magnificent cathedrals were built stone by stone, day by day. It is only by heaping up the small that the great can be achieved. Special note. Regardless of whether this card is upright or reversed, notice the neighbouring card to which the plumb bob points. Well, it's going to be the 6. That card will show more about the intricate details and specific task, and about the other people involved too. Also be aware of the nearby card to which the cathedral spire, there isn't one, it reveals your aspirations in the matter of the things that help or hinder. So there is a situation in your life, this is the Akashic force, there is a situation in your life that requires your attention to detail now. Close your eyes and imagine that the situation is a puzzle in pieces on a table in front of you. Imagine the individual pieces and sense what you notice and feel about them. Okay, so we need to look at this one now. They're not going to stay there, are they? So 6 of forces we want now. Which way does it go? That way. Forces. There we go. Got a little run of them on this, haven't we? 6 of forces. This is the water. Emotion, isn't it? Waterfall. Can't read it. I will stand them up in a minute, but right. So a towering waterfall roars down into a beautiful body of water. In the upright position, this card reminds you of your incredible personal power and supports you in opening up with the force within. Know that you are a dynamo in the universe. You have the ability to shape any situation in the way that honours you and moves your life forward. The element of water is fluid. Like the waterfall, your personal energy never stops. Yeah. Your life force is never ending. It springs from your eternal past and roars into your limitless future, extending into the furthest reaches of the universe. So that, to me, that one feels quite grounding, earthly, and this one feels like the water, the life force for growth. I don't know what you think. Let me stand those up so you can see them. And then we'll do the other ones as well in a minute. Yeah. I think it's going to do it. I need a longer board. Perhaps I'll look for a longer board for a little Christmas present to me. It is a time of deep thought and even deeper emotions. I needn't have done all that spiel at the beginning, hey? As well as an expression of psychic energy. Yeah. And I think that's going to be true, particularly next month. A lot of people are going to have a bit of an awakening to their clairs. I'll let you research that. That's for another day. We might even touch on it for next month when we do that one. Psychic energy. Use this time to act on these and tap your power that is ever flowing. Right, what's the Akashic? The Akashic force. With a deep breath, fill every part of your being with energy of great waterfall. Feel the power of that. Feel the power that electrifies and lights the world pouring through you. How do you want to use it today? Shall we find out? because we've got balance next. So that, yeah, so that one was summer, winter. Summer, winter. Because we've kind of, that's where we're at, isn't it? We're now going into winter. No, that's not it. That's 5. I lie. Just says the waterfall. So the next one's balance. But, you know, when you think of the power of a waterfall, that's immense, isn't it? And these are all going up now. So it goes 7, 6, 7, 8. So this one is the next one on. Balance. Upright. This card reveals a time of harmony, balance and justice in your life. The desk holds balance, scales, scrolls and stacks of papers. Shelves of books graced a wall where the door opens into a light-filled room. Upright, this card indicates that a time of balance is at hand. All systems through the body, through nature and through society seek to achieve balance. Stop and consider the parts of your life that you can bring into a greater balance. Oh yes, please. During this time of universe, the universe helps you to do so. You may have to confront important legal issues. You may have to deal with paperwork of some kind, or there may be a need for legal action regarding property, inheritance, work contracts, custody or divorce. Be patient and pay attention to details, as technicalities will be important right now because we're in Mercury retrograde. Don't sign anything until after the 29th is my advice to you. Right now, but things bode well. Justice is at hand. Take heart at the sight of the golden light and that washes over the scene, a sign that all issues will come to light, and that a beneficial and just resolution is coming your way. Justice is balance in society. But the Akashic records show that justice is not limited strictly to court and contract situations. Justice and reciprocity are energetic, so that the energy you put forward now will return to you in the future. God, I should be on a sofa peeling grapes. Don't know about you lot. Yeah, I'm not saying anymore. Energetic future. Remember that your energy production is up to you. Continue to be aware of your thoughts and actions. Inner balance now leads to a beautiful destiny tomorrow. Like that. So, Akashic force, close your eyes and see yourself putting on the robes of court judge, looking upon any situation in your life that requires a balanced understanding, whether it's an actual legal matter or any other situation. See it with the wisdom of Solomon and determine what to do next. Bum, bum, bum. What will you do next? Right, this is the 8th one now. So this is the lightning bolt. Well, it could be a bit of a wet kipper. I know a few people that ended up with a wet kipper. Just ignored everything, carried on regardless, and wet kipper came in. Right. If you're watching this, you know who you are. Lightning bolt, upright. A lightning bolt illuminates a stormy night sky, striking a tree down to its core. puddles of rain pool the ground. This card shows that it's a time of splitting apart, shedding again, I guess. A time of loss, disappointment, or even a metaphorical death. Well, it is, isn't it? Because we're closing a year 9. So all those cycles have gone. They're not coming with us. A time of loss, disappointment, or even metaphorical death. You may be feeling wounded, grieved, and gravely disappointed. The loss could be a career opportunity, a romantic relationship, a partnership, creative project, or a friendship. At first glance, the event may seem sudden or unexpected, but in the light that flashes, we see the deep puddle of a storm. We see the deep puddle of a storm that has been going on for some time. You've probably been aware of the threat or difficulty at some level, even if you were unwilling to acknowledge it before. Now it's time to accept the situation and not fight what's so. There is benefit coming. It often takes an ending to bring forth a new beginning, a storm to cleanse the field. So, Akashic Force, imagine a lightning bolt striking nearby, leaving some distraction in its wake. Now close your eyes and with a deep breath, feel the energy of the lightning stir within you. It's almost as if a finger of God is yours to employ. yours to employ. How do you want to direct the energy in your life? How do you want to direct the energy in your life? And what does need to fall away? We've all got something, haven't we? I think for me, it's just spreading my time. You know, I thought when I came out of the rat race of employment that I would have so much energy and so much time to do all the things that I wasn't able to do when I was working. But it was like a void that just filled up with flood water of everybody else's needs that I took on. But actually I was really glad that I didn't have to think about doing work on top of that. And yeah, I did have to park a few personal dreams, but it's what life's about, isn't it? How you show up, who you give your power to, who you don't give your power to, who you don't invite back into your life. And I've got a few of them. And actually, yeah, the word Judas comes up a lot for me at the moment. And I think that's my new, for years, since I was a little girl, I could see behind the mask of people. I would always see the person's truth, their core personality, ego, the bit they wanted to keep hidden. And now that's kind of moved into who's a Judas. And I know who I want to keep in my life and who I don't. That's sobering, and it's not always a gift. Sometimes it's a curse, because it's the people you don't expect and the people that you want to have in your life, or did want to have in your life until you kind of wake up. So if you're having those kinds of new experiences, that you suddenly have crystal clear vision on situations, people, work situations, social situations, family situations, it's okay to own it. It's okay. We're all here to find a soul family, and it doesn't have to be a blood family. And that's okay as well. It's who you feel comfortable with and who you trust. Not everyone that smiles at you is your friend. Just remember that. And I think that's going to be, this Christmas, probably there's going to be a bit more of that showing its true light. in a lot of ways. What are we doing next then? Shall we do Destiny before the Moon card and the Tarot? So if we go for this one next then. I knew this was going to be a deep one, and I think a lot of people are going to really struggle with how they feel on this new moon. It's not going to be an easy transit for anybody, I don't think. Particularly those ones that haven't done the work, and particularly if you've got a Pluto transit going through, and you probably will have a few of those in your lifetime if you live to be a good old age. I think I've had mine. I don't think I've got one now. I was going to look it up actually. Now, have I got these the right way round? I think that's what happened last time. Yeah. Okay, so this is Water Alchemy Oracle by Alexandra Wenham. And we're doing this because there's quite a watery element to everything at the moment. There is quite big Neptune energy continuing. Scorpio is a water sign. Oh, okay. We're having these ones. They've been very forceful cards this time, haven't they? Ooh, 10, the Geister, the Geyser, not the Geister, the Geyser. And actually, I was looking at the number because that's 1, so that's next year's card, isn't it? And it's explosive water. 8, 9, oh, and this adds up to 10 as well. Dam. And 3, ocean. Neptune, that's Neptune. So, shall we start with Neptune and work that way? So they're both 1 cards, aren't they? So so this is a message for 2026 is what I'm trying to say. So we've got 3, which is Neptune. Where is it? 3, 2. Is it Neptune? Where is he? Oh, I'm going to fall down. Oh, 30, not 3. It's because I said it as a numerology number. 30. Okay. Take charge. Take charge of 2026. Message. You have gained strength through adversity and learning the emotional mastery of 2025. And of true leadership. It's time to take the wild horse of your heart by the reins. Oh my God, I've gone really shivery because I forgot to mention something which I'm now going to mention. Heart by the reins and direct them forward with your desires. Next year, 2026, is Fire Horse year. I'm a Fire Horse. If you don't know about the Fire Horse history, look it up. Particularly for women. That has blown me away. Ocean, take charge. And make sure you hold your fire horse. If you have babies next year, it's quite poignant. Look it up. The word ocean comes from the Greek word akinos, which comes from hang on, can't see the letters. Which comes from Oceanus, the Titan father of the water god in Greek mythology. Approximately 70% of Earth is covered by oceans, seas and sea ice. An ocean is classified as a vast continuous body of salt water contained within huge basins on the surface of the planet. It is believed that at one point the entire surface of Earth was a vast endless ocean, although all the oceans of the world are technically one whole body of water, it has been divided by oceanographers into 5 main classifications: the Arctic, the Pacific, Indian, Atlantic and Southern. Traditionally, the 7 seas are known as the Arctic, North Atlantic, South Atlantic, North Pacific, South Pacific, Indian and Southern Oceans. Incredibly, 80% of our oceans still remain unmapped and unexplored. About this card, Neptune, the great Roman god of the oceans, drives a churning tide of powerful blue, white mer horses into the shore. He rides on a large shell chariot and raises his horn as though sounding a clarion call to action. His magical trident is held aloft in a show of victory and triumph. Behind him rages the electric storm of near biblical proportions as the seas part to let him through. On his head is a gold crown and he wears gold cuffs on his wrists as a show of kingship. There's quite a lot of writing on these, and we've got 3, haven't we? 2, 3. Working the oceans, trident and triumph. Close your eyes and imagine that you're standing on a widespread beach. The storm approaches in the distance and lightning strikes. More lightning. Lightning strikes down from the skies. Huge swells form into giant waves that are rising out of the sea, rolling towards the shore. The sound is like a thundering hooves of many horses. It's going to be a good new year. Suddenly, out of the churning waters, a great clamshell chariot appears as being drawn by 4 horses made from the waves with fish tails. Atop the chariot sits the great god of the sea, Neptune, with wild flowing hair. And a beard. He raises a conch to his mouth and blows the horn. You know this call to action is just for you, but far from filling you with fear, the high, shrill tone of the conch seems to stabilize you at your core. Neptune leaps from his chariot and you wade out into the water to greet him. As you approach him, he hands you a golden trident. You place the tip into the seabed as an anchor, so no matter how big the waves, you remain centered and in charge. That is powerful, isn't it? Neptune returns to his chariot and steers his thundering steeds towards the darkening horizon, then vanishes beneath the waves as the storm breaks. You raise the trident towards the sky with your right hand, and the golden white lightning bolt catches its central prong. The powerful force surges from the staff down your arm and into your chest. Your heart fills with the divine electricity as you reclaim your sovereign power. Wow. Still holding the trident aloft, you realise the huge waves have frozen in stasis. Mastering the elements, your authority has stopped their advances. with pure intention, you realize you are able to calm the waves. The storm, I'll say something in a minute. This storm recedes, the skies clear, and all is peaceful. When you are ready, open your eyes and ground yourself. We're not taking old energy. It's age of Aquarius energy. We're taking feminine energy from beyond now. So there's no room for anything that doesn't serve us. But more to the point, there's no room for bigotry, narcissism, arrogance. And I believe that that is just described as sovereignty, where you have the power to shield yourself and step forward onto your timeline and leave all of that detritus where it needs to be. How are we doing for time? I reckon this is going to be nearly a 90-minute one. Okay, so be like the ocean. So it's time to reclaim your power and recognise that you are the master of your own domain. No matter what you have been through or how many struggles you have experienced, you can decide at any time to start over and try again. Call back your inner strength and courage. Rise up and take charge of your own reality. Get really clear on what your core desires are and what direction you would like to move in. Endeavour to succeed. Call on your inner king, your divine masculine, and take positive action in direction of your dreams now. Wow. So the next one was 28, wasn't it? Was it? Yeah, because it added up to 1 again, didn't it? 10. 28. There's 27. Dam. Make a decision. Dams are created when a river or channel of flowing water is deliberately blocked off and held to hold the water back and create a reservoir. In nature, animals such as beavers create dams to provide protection from large predators such as bears, wildcats and wolves. In deeper water, they can more easily hide. Humans create dams to store water, power hydroelectricity and control flooding. Dams have been around for centuries, and ancient Egyptians built them to control the flooding of the Nile. Message: you may be at a difficult crossroads, most likely. In order to get things flowing again, you must make a choice. Even a simple choice, such as not right now, will suffice. You reserve the right to choose again if it doesn't work out. There you go. About this card, the Zimbabwean river god Nyami rises up out of the flowing dam as half medicine man and half water snake. Snake again. Having just been released from the Kariba Dam, he is expanding into his freedom and reclaiming his power. He holds up a wooden staff carved with the symbol of the Nyami spirit, which he uses to direct the flow of the water and powers of creation. Right, let's read be like the dam. Don't wait for others to make your decisions for you. When you take decisive action toward your own goals, you empower your life to bring you the just deserts and rewards for your efforts. Embrace the power of your determination to move things forward in the right direction and see your dreams and desires pool around you in an infinite sea of possibility. Will you? Right, so the last part to this then was the lightning bolt. No, that's the lightning bolt. That's right. The geyser, which is like, it's like the lightning bolt, but in reverse. It's the water shooting out of the earth, isn't it? And that was number 1. No, number 10, but it is a 1. Usual power. Geysers are formed when surface water seeps into the ground and heated by shallow underground magma. A sudden release of confined near boiling water in narrow crevices causes a spouting action. Many geysers pull water from nearby rivers or streams, but some are formed by rain or snow filtering deep into the earth. Message. There is a time to be passive and a time to fight for what is right. Only you know the right path to take here. Success will be the reward for your right action at this instance. And if you're not sure, you can sway on it or have a pendulum and ask, you know, is this in my highest interest? Is the question I would ask. So, be like the geyser. It's time to fire on all cylinders in the pursuit of your dreams. What your innermost core desires. Yeah. Every new year, I have a pad that I draw my intention for the next year. And for years, it's come true. I mean, with quite swift accuracy as well. Is there something that you have deeply wanted which eluded you thus far? Call on all your inner willpower and determination to put plans into action. Always remember, the true warrior never sets out to do harm and is always aligned with their integrity. Use your warrior power to stand up for yourself and those who are unable to defend themselves. Yeah. And hurt no one. Harm none. Wow, I mean, that was quite powerful, I think. Just curious, or not curious, I'm just realising that time is shooting away because I had to restart this. So we've already done 40 minutes of this one, and I think we've probably got half an hour of the other one. So we now are over the hour, just about. So let's crack on. I'm probably not going to do the Sacred Destiny. I might just do the tarot and then do the moon card last. So we want a collective card, getting the right way around, for this new moon in Scorpio today and tomorrow. I did write down that it was at 6:48 in the morning. I think it's 6:48 tomorrow morning that it will be at its darkest. Oh, I suppose I have to go with these, don't I? So we've got the 3 of Wands and we've got the 8 of Swords. If I remember, she's put herself there. It's her own purgatory. She could shake those binds off and walk freely away. There's no deep water. There's nothing really holding her there apart from herself. And with this one, it's 3, number 3. He's looking out over ships caught in water that's disappeared, and he can see blue mountains further away. But his sticks have got new shoots, new seeds. So he's going to make himself a better life. And he's supported. If you look, those two are like the 11, aren't they? A gateway. And he's holding his new fortune with the new seeds. Out here is just a desert with ships on. They're stuck. But right in the distance is blue mountains, indicating that there's probably fertile lands further over. Right, let's have a look. Oh, okay, so we'll do the Three of Wands first. Oh, I think I lost it then. Three of Wands. Upright. You have consolidated your situation, business and enterprise, and now you can expect financial or personal gain by clearly defining the role that you want to play. You present a positive picture to the world. This confident attitude may draw helpful people towards you or attract beneficial circumstances. You've established a solid foundation for your business or occupation and can expect cooperation from others. At this point, you are clear about who you are and what you intend to achieve. Others will respond positively to you. So that's a good card. Now let's look at the 8. The 8 is the one before the 9, and I always think that's 9 is the nightmares leaving, and I think really 8 is the nightmares we create for ourselves. Let's have a look. Most writers view this as an extremely negative card. The Weight deck, a bonded and blindfolded woman is surrounded by 8 swords stuck in the sand around her like a barrier. The card describes a situation that causes great unhappiness, but you can change matters. The bad situation is temporary, and if the card falls in a future position, which we asked it for, the problem can even be avoided. There you go. It can be avoided. Should we just do one more? I just feel there's one more card in here for us. Oh, okay. I'm not doing the second one. More swords. 5 of, not swords, more wands. 5 of wands. I bet we have to do that 4th one. 5 of wands. Wands is good though, isn't it? So, wands is... I'll read that in a minute for you. So, wands. New factors moving into the situation demand that you change, adapt and grow. Life's not as simple as it was. New competition has moved into the neighbourhood or industry. We're going to have to do that other card. You have to put forth more effort to keep what you have gained. Depending on the rest of the reading and how you handle the challenges facing you, you could either suffer hardship or loss or go on to greater success and prosperity. Right, what was that other one then? Queen of Cups. Dun, dun, dun. Queen of Cups. So it's emotion. Just going to stop that a moment. Queen of Cups. Where's the cups? Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, here she is. And she's upright. The Queen of Cups can represent a kindly woman in your life. If the querent is a man, she may signify a wife or a woman he loves. She is creative, perhaps an artist or a visionary, or has visionary tendencies. Her psychic ability is highly developed and tends to be accurate. However, she tempers her intuitive nature with mature judgment. If she represents Aquarian herself, the above qualities apply, although they may still be undeveloped. If this queen does not represent a person, the situation she describes may concern a creative endeavour, relationship or circumstance with a positive emotional tone. We're going through a very positive emotional change that we'll only see the benefit of that when we get to 2026, really. Okay, so we've done that. Yeah, I said it would be 90 minutes, didn't I? I'll do one card from the moon deck, as we are in a moon situation. Just one card to close, please. Got a lot of cards. Right. Could we have one card, please? Give me two. Well, it says new moon in Cancer. Relax. I am a Cancer. I don't know, I've got quite a few friends that are Cancers. But it is the new moon, isn't it? And we're in Scorpio. So it's still a water new moon. So let me just see what that says for us as a collective. So it's new moon in Cancer. New moon. Capricorn, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Virgo, Leo, Cancer. I feel as if I'm swimming in cards today. Right, so this card holds divine feminine energy, and drawing it strongly suggests goddess energy is on your side. Relax, and you and your loved ones are being looked after. Don't need to go any further, do I? Whatever your heart holds, dearest, is safe and well. This may not be the time to charge what you want. So think about whether you can approach it from another angle. What did one of those cards say? If you choose to do nothing, then that's the right decision for now. Angle. If someone in your life needs you, nurture them. Nurture and be gentle with yourself too. Your diet may need improving for your own well-being. This card is a good omen for family issues. House moves, sales or purchases, or someone or something that needs protection. Spend time with people that you love and who love you. Develop a thicker skin. Cherish what you have and you'll have more to cherish. Cherish what you have and you'll have more to cherish. I'm always banging on about that. Call in Archangel Gabriel, who can help you to nurture your own inner child. Draw down the energy of the moon and call in the goddess Selene. Find photos of you with your family or the people you love and place them on your altar. If you have an altar, that means tickle in my ear, left ear. What does that mean? Left for love. Light a candle. A silver one would be perfect. So that's now, come on. So light a silver candle on a dark moon and have pictures of your loved ones. And we've already said that this is about family. This dark moon is about family and karmic cycles coming to an end. Honour your ancestors. Bless your family and friends. Manifestation, affirmation. When I nurture myself, life nurtures me back. I'm going to use that one. Yeah. The new moon in Cancer takes place when the sun and the moon are in the same degree of Cancer, and knows that good nurturing breeds better manifesting. And that's that. Wow. Well, there we have it, boys and girls, little star gazers. So, smallest micro new moon of the year, slap bang in the middle of this supermoon, ending to 2025 as we go into Firehorse, a 1 year. Yeah. So do your shedding, love yourself a lot, and try and help somebody to open that. By helping somebody will open your heart, because you need to be in your heart now, grounded in your heart, standing with your trident. Enjoy yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself, and allow your emotion to disappear. Let it go. Okie dokie. See you soon.